Hey everyone, my name is Katie. I'm an occupational therapist and I had cervical spine surgery about 3 months ago and I've been using a halo and I'm getting it off tomorrow. But before I take my halo off, or my doctor takes my halo off, I'm letting him take it off, not me. I decided to make some training videos to answer questions that people have about how to do life in a halo. I really didn't have a lot of information beforehand to help me figure things out. I had to learn a lot of things as I went, and I'm lucky to have had the professional education behind me, and now to combine that with my personal experience using a halo. I wanted to make some videos to show people how I do things in a halo, how to, you know, I've done some videos on getting dressed. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of other ones. I'm not sure which ones you've seen already. But this one is on personal hygiene. So one of the questions that people ask me all the time is, can I shower? And then I'm wondering, like, wait, can they smell me? Okay, let's keep it real. This thing stinks. I have this brace on. I don't know if you can see, it's got this like lamb's wool, sheepskin, insulation. I have no idea what they were thinking when they decided to put me in this brace from April 21st to July 19th. But they thought it was a great idea to have like the warmest type of fur underneath that you could possibly find. So day 89, I'm not gonna lie, this brace stinks. But I've still been able to do a really good job of keeping up with my hygiene, keeping my hair washed, giving myself sponge bath and things of that nature. So I'm going to show you how I wash my hair today. Make sure I have enough room in my video. And yes, my closet is color coordinated. Thank you for not making fun of me. Alright, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up my sink with some warm water. I can show you a picture of this, but it's just a sink. Plug the hole up with some warm water. Now, I'm not allowed to shower because I am not allowed to get my brace wet. Not allowed to get it moldy. I also have pinholes that are opening directly into my skin, so I have to be really careful about getting those wet as well. I'm not allowed to just jump in the shower. So I've been sponge bathing. So what I do first is I bought a whole bunch of just white hand towels, face towel things. Got them on Amazon, which if you've been noticing in the films, I get everything on Amazon. So first I'm just going to dip the rag into the water, and you squeeze out as much of the water as you can. So it's damp, but it's not dripping wet. And then I'm just going to take it and kind of wipe my head with it. I'm just trying to get my head as wettish as I can without it being dripping wet. You want it to, I can't have water running down my back and my halo and my incisions and things like that. So, hey, nice hair. We do this a couple times. Wring it out a little bit or a lot of it, and then just kind of wipe my hair over with this dampish cloth. You want to get the sides in because you don't want to leave out the sideburns. It's kind of where you sweat there. And I'm just going around my brace. I'm not sure how clearly you can see this, but I'm just kind of trying to get it everywhere I can. You gotta get the back. Gotta get the back. And if you could have someone to help you, I had a lot up in the beginning. I had an in-home aide come and help me in the beginning, which was awesome. But I was like, you know what? I want to learn how to do this by myself so I can wash myself more regularly than twice a week. So I'm going to give it one more wet wash here. This is just getting it wet. There's no soap or anything like that right now. This is just to get my hair damp enough to be able to start using some shampoo and things like that. So it's not going to be 100% damp as if you were in a shower, but if you can see my hair, it's sticking up pretty straight. I don't normally just show people my hair like this, so we're reaching a point in our friendship here, people. So this is just me dampening my hair. It's pretty damp at this point. If you want to do one more time just to make sure, go for it. But you don't really want the water to be dripping down, so get it as damp as you can, as wet as you can without it being completely dripping down. You can see this wet because I can kind of spike it now. That's a new look. Alright, so you have two options for shampoo. When I first came home from the hospital, I was using what is called a no rinse foam body wash shampoo. I have hair in my eye. This is just no rinse foaming body wash shampoo and incontinence cleaner, which doesn't really sound fun to use. I'm not going to use, well, I'll use this one just to show you. When I first came home from the hospital, it was really hard for me to even sit up long enough to wash my hair, and I really didn't care what they were putting in my hair. I just wanted to feel clean because I love showering, and not being able to have actually taken a real shower since April 21st, 89 days ago, has been killing me. And as soon as my halo comes off tomorrow, I'm planning on going to Dunkin' Donuts to celebrate, and then I'm taking a shower. In that order. Sorry, Dunkin' Donuts people, but I'm going to go there first because you're closer to the hospital. So if I were to do the no rinse shampoo, you just shake it up here, you pump out. It's like a little foamy thing. Boom. Smother it on your hand, and you just kind of wipe it all over your head. You can do this a couple of times. You need to do different types of foam, or different places on your head. You kind of feel like getting a little like soapy-ish, but this isn't real shampoo, so I'm just doing this to show you that this is an option, especially when you first get out of the hospital, or if you're in the hospital, or if you can't get out of bed for some reason, or if you can't get to a place where you're able to get to a sink and sit up. This stuff really does work pretty well. Get the sideburns, like the Fonz. By the way, the Fonz had one of his kids went to USC. I forget which one, but I did meet the Fonz at the campus of USC one time. It was really cool. Alright, so that is just the no rinse foaming shampoo. So I could just go all natural like this, but there's another way. I have become more advanced in my halo hygiene. So I am going to actually, I'm just going to leave this in here for now because why not get double cleaned. After a couple weeks, this was getting really itchy. There's kind of like this foamy buildup that gets there, and it was getting really itchy, and my hair just was feeling kind of gross, and mostly though I just was really itchy. And I said to my nursing aide who came in, I'm like, is there anything else we can use, because this is driving me crazy. Like, I was spending more time scratching my head than I was, icing my neck. So we got some clarifying shampoo. It doesn't matter what kind you get, it's just clarifying shampoo. I got this again on Amazon because I've been able to leave my house, but you can go, I think, any drugstore, anywhere that sells shampoo. As long as it says clarifying shampoo, you're good, because that's going to help really clean things out. The only problem with this, though, is that you have to rinse it out afterwards. So I will show you how to do that. So my head's already wet. I already have the non-foaming shampoo, and I'm just going to leave that in there. So I'm going to take, I'm not sure if you can see how much shampoo is in there. It's like maybe the size of a quarter. You don't want to go too crazy. There it is. You don't want to do too crazy because, again, you have to rinse it out. So I'm going to soap up my hands here. I'm going to lather this up. It smells really good, which makes me happy because I'm not going to smell myself all day. And trust me, when you're in this brace all day, it stinks. Like, heating and getting overheated is a huge problem. I feel like I go through menopause sometimes. I'm like, one minute I'm sweating, the next minute I'm freezing. You can see the foaminess starting to build up there. Yeah, there's that good shampoo look. And I'm not going to get it perfect. I can't reach every single part of my hair. If you have a friend to help you out again, that's awesome. But if you can't and you just want to, clean yourself, this is just good enough. It's good enough to get you clean. It's good enough to keep your hair clean. When they did my surgery, they actually had to shave the whole back of my head, so I don't have as much hair on the back of my head. So most of my hair is in the front like this. Anyway, again, you can see the spike. My hair has been kind of growing out. I've actually been able to have a friend come and keep it relatively short, so it's been more manageable. So, okay, I have shampoo in my hair now. This is a good thing. I smell good. So I'm going to take the same rag that I used before. It is still clean. And I'm going to put it back in the water to rinse it. And now I'm just going to do the same thing I did to wet my hair, but now I'm doing it for the purpose of trying to remove the shampoo. So this is going to take a couple more tries. Like, I'm literally kind of grabbing at my hair and trying to pull the shampoo off. Don't rip your hair out or anything like that. This isn't supposed to be painful. It's supposed to be an enjoyable experience. Kind of like going to the spa or something like that. But you get the towel. You want to make it damp but not completely wringing wet. And wash out and rinse off as much shampoo as possible. If you close your eyes, it's kind of like you're at a spa. getting like a nice spa massage. But it's gonna take a couple times. You might have to do this 4 or 5 times. Now I'm thinking, I know, Katie, but you're dipping the same washcloth back into the soapy water. I know, people. Give me time. Right now, I'm just trying to get most of the shampoo out. And then I will do one more rinse with a different towel and run some clean water and do that 1 or 2 times at the very end. But right now, I'm mostly concerned about just trying to get the shampoo out of my hair. I go through the back here, get behind your ears. That feels really nice. And again, just the fact that I smell different than I did 5 minutes ago is amazing. Alright, so I'm going to drain the water now in my sink. I don't think I need to show you how to do that. You just drain the water. I'm going to let the water drain out. I'm going to run the tap. Okay. So I'm going to get a new towel. This is the one I was just using. Here's a clean one. So I'm going to get the clean towel. Nice and wet here. Wring it out. And again, the purpose of now to try to clean out and rinse off. If you get hair in your mouth, you can take it out. You don't have to keep it in there. Just rinse off your head. So I'm just going to keep wiping it down. Keep using the clean cloth here. Try to get out the soap. You're not going to get every little piece of soap out. You know, there might be still some that stays in there. It happens. But if you do this a couple times, I think I've done it, this is like our 4th or 5th rinse. I'm going to rinse this again underneath the clean water. Rinse it out so it's not dripping wet. So you can see, actually you can see my face, like I'm not dripping with water. My hair is definitely wet, but I don't have water dripping everywhere. So that's a good thing. I'm just going to get underneath here, get between my halo screws, get between the bars. Get in the back as the best you can. There's like a bar. It's almost like a handle right here. So you just kind of get under that if you can. But you're mainly just gonna take. It just feels good. It just feels good to have your hair washed, even if you're doing it yourself. It just feels good. So you just sit here and you keep working it out. So I think I've got most of the shampoo out at this point. I'm going to clean my face in a minute. But before I do that, I have another towel here now that I'm going to try to dry my hair the best I can. So now I'm drying. I want to try to get, I don't know if you can hear me under the towel, but again, try to get the same spots, get underneath your halo handle, between your screws, your Fonzie sideburns. You will get a lot of hair in your mouth. It's okay, just take it out. And you can kind of just, you want to be gentle. You just had neck surgery, people, so don't need to be aggressive about this. But the towel got stuck in my halo there. You just want to do what you can. Kind of just, sometimes I'll take the towel and I will roll it behind the bar so it's between the back bar and the front bar. In this one again, I just kind of moved it in between the back bar and the front bar. I don't know if you can see it there. And then you can kind of do this thing as well. It's a good way to wash the back of your neck because that gets really hot and gross because you're sitting around all day and you can't move your neck, so you get a lot of sweat there. As long as there's no screws here, which for me there aren't. There's screws here on the sides, but where I'm drying right now with my towel, there's no screws. It's where my incision was, so I couldn't do this the first month or two after recovery, but my incision is completely healed, so now I can do that. But I didn't need to do that the first month because I didn't have any hair back there. So this is how you sponge bathe. And then you just kind of do what you need to do. I've gotten so many compliments on my hair. It's naturally curly. People are like, oh, did you get your hair permed? Or, oh my gosh, what have you done to your hair? And I'm like, I haven't actually taken a real shower since April, and it is now July. But thanks for the compliment. Because that means that they think that you're doing a good job. So that is how you wash your hair in a halo. It's annoying, I'm not going to lie. It takes, we're recording now for 14 minutes. I am looking forward to tomorrow when this comes off and I can take a real shower. but it's important that you stay clean, you stay hygienically appropriate, not only for your own sanitary reasons and to keep your hair clean and to prevent diseases and things like that, but you want your friends to hang out with you, and this is going to stink after a while. So we will have more videos going on with more trainings, but this is how you wash your hair. Now, if you were to sponge bathe, we'll just go over that one really quickly, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to actually do that on the whole film. You would take another towel. So this is one of the wet ones that was clean. You can wipe yourself down. There's this other shampoo here. It's a shampoo body wash. Guess where I got this? Amazon. If you wanted to take this, you could just take it, put some soap on here. I'm not going to do the whole thing right now. And just wash yourself down. So you do one rag that's just plain water. Get under your armpits there. I would be having my shirt off if I did this, but I'm keeping my shirt on, so we're just simulating here. You take one rag that's just wet. Then you add a rag that has some soap on it. And then you would take another rag that's just water, again, no soap. And then you take another towel and you dry. So it's a 4-step process: wet, soap, rinse, dry. And you can do that all over your body. Please don't forget the armpits. I do use deodorant every day. I also have some perfume, which is, today we're going to use some Christian Dior. I don't know how you say it. But spray that down there, because that's okay if it drips down there, because it smells good. You can put on some lotion if you need to. I also use my USC chapstick. Just happens to be right here. Boom. Important to keep your lips moist. You can also put baby powder on. So I'm really interested tomorrow when they take my brace off to see how many layers of baby powder they find down there. We might have to chisel it off. But I'm just going to take it. I'm not being inappropriate. My brace is still right here covering me up. But you can just kind of shake it down. And then if you need to, just take a towel and kind of... I always get that like baby powder smoke afterwards. I'm trying not to inhale it too much. But take a rag and just kind of... You can also go in like underneath and other places of your body, depending on how your brace is put on. But baby powder is a great way to also help keep yourself clean and dry. So, my hair is washed. I have simulated a sponge bath. Showed you how to put on perfume or deodorant or cologne deodorant. Same thing. Where's my deodorant? Of course, I staged everything. My deodorant. I put it on this morning, so it's here. There it is, right where I don't usually keep it, but thought it'd be easiest to find. Same thing with deodorant. I'm not going to take my shirt off, but it's easier to do it with your shirt off. You just reach up, do the same thing. Sometimes it was actually harder in the beginning to put it on because I couldn't get my arm past my arm was getting stuck here on my halo, but if you hold your deodorant near the bottom of the deodorant, it'll give you a little bit more length to work with. So I had the cap on, but I promised I'd put on deodorant today. So I'm now fresh and clean and smell good, which is awesome because I have a friend coming over for dinner. So this way you will hopefully want to hug me now. And that is how you work on showering. And you just count down the days until you can take a real shower. It will happen again one day with people, and I'm excited about that. So hopefully this was helpful. Feel free to ask me if it had any questions. Hope you smell good and have a clean and fresh day. Talk to you guys later.